Us again. Good afternoon.
Oh,
We're Mr. D and Mar, and we're excited to be here for the second TOT Facebook Live.
yes, we are. It's been a day. Yeah.
We're continuing to grow slowly but surely. We currently have 414 members.
Woohoo!
Don't forget, when we reach 500, there'll be a $50 Amazon card giveaway. And then in 10 years from now, when we reach 1,000 members, there'll be another one. So invite all your teacher friends to TOT, paras, retirees, custodians,
Anybody and everybody.
specialists, admins, professors, preschool teachers, anyone who's been or experienced the trying world of education, we're here for them all. So we have several things we want to talk about. Let's get started, but first, how was your week?
My week. It was eventful. Tuesday, I got to school and I heard a noise, and it sounded like a mouse. So I went to my cabinet where I thought the mouse was, and I wiggled around, and it stopped. And so I wiggled it around some more, and then I started listening, and it was in the wall. And so you're not listening to me. You're not. So it was in the wall, and so that kind of freaked me out. And then it would get louder and softer and louder and softer. And then I started panicking, thinking there was a critter stuck in my wall. So I ran to the office, and
She doesn't like critters.
yeah, I don't like critters. Not a critter fan. And we have a police officer who's on our campus, and he came in and he stuck his head into the roof. And so I had a coworker standing at one door. I have two doors in my room, so we're standing at both doors. And he went up there and checked, and he decided that there was no way the critter could get from the wall to the inside. Anyway, long story short, we named the critter Cyril, and we had Cyril the squirrel and living in my wall. And Friday
him?
Friday before we left, the maintenance people got there and determined that it was not one squirrel, it was a family of squirrels. And so they sealed up the hole they got in, which makes me kind of scared that they're going to get stuck. But who knew they did fox urine to get them out of the hole. And hopefully when we get back from fall break, I will not have dead squirrels on my wall, but they will be out. My little family. But my kids were really excited. I didn't tell them until Friday when I knew that they were going to get rescued.
Oh, I didn't know you told them.
I did. Well, because they finally were hearing them, because it was a small group, and they're like, "What's that noise?"
Yeah.
So we talked about Cyril the squirrel and that he was going to be saved, and they had a little party. So yeah, it's been a fun day for squirrels.
I've had a couple of experiences with squirrels. Squirrels and I do not get along.
Are you going to tell them your squirrel stories?
A couple of them.
Okay.
Once, it was the day after the homecoming parade, the one where they throw the candy.
The Alvin homecoming parade?
Yeah,
Okay.
the high school homecoming parade. And I was behind the school at a four-way stop, and I look over, and there's a little squirrel sitting on a stump. And I was thinking, oh, look at that cute little squirrel, you know. And then he pulls out one of these little Tootsie Rolls, the bite size. And it looked like he had a pocket or something with it, but he pulls it out, and I think he's just gonna, start eating. But he takes his little squirrely hands, and he unwraps it, and he's holding it, he's about to eat it. And then he whirls his head around at me and gives me the evil eye and charges the truck like I had seen something I wasn't supposed to. So, I'm in my truck, but I didn't know what he was going to do, so I got out of there. I drove off.
So the squirrel scared you in your truck?
Squirrels. But about a week later,
This is where the story gets really weird.
I'm at the high school again, different spot, but I'm driving, that they have the big oak trees. And this squirrel darts out in front of the road, and and I slammed on my brakes. And I thought I hit it, and I looked back, and sure enough, there's a squirrel laying there. So I get out, and I don't know what I was going to do. I'm not going to take a squirrel to the bed. Anyways, so I walk back there, and he's laying there on his back, and I get about 3 feet from him, and he ninja flips over, and he's all hunched like this. And then I hear something behind me, and I look, and barking like a monkey, there's another squirrel headed for me. So I'm between them, and I run back to my truck and leave. So I don't know.
But not all squirrels are bad. Squirrels are not bad. After Hurricane Ike, after one hurricane,
Yeah.
we went outside at my dad's house and found a baby squirrel clinging to a tree.
Hey,
And we named it Hay, and we took care of it until it could get out on its own. And it would come even years later, like, I don't know how long squirrels live, but Hay lived a long time. And he would come and eat little nuts out of your
yep,
hand. So, not all squirrels are bad, but evidently Darren's had some bad squirrels.
most of them are.
But, anyway, so that was our squirrels.
Moving on.
Okay.
It is fall, and in the great state of Texas, that means Friday Night Lights.
Woohoo! I miss Friday Night Lights.
Our youngest played football all the way through school. Then he went on to play college ball at Southwestern University in Georgetown.
Woohoo! Go Pirates!
Go Pirates.
That's their thing. It's a pirate claw.
It's a hook.
It looks kind of silly, but yeah. There
But
you
we
go.
want to start with something else that's very dear to our hearts, and that is high school band.
Okay, we were not band people. I'm sports people. No one played. I played the piano, but no one I knew was in band. Like, we didn't do band. And when our next to youngest child wanted to do band, we're like, yes, go do it. We had no idea how involved band was. They work as hard as the football team, and we can say that knowing that we have. Do I have a sticker on my shirt? We got new shirts. Y'all can't tell. Look. See, look, they're Teacher Loving Teacher shirts, and I did not take my tag off. So, anyway, let me get back to the band. The band works as hard as the football team, if not harder. They bust their buns, and it was such a great experience because our youngest son who played football actually did football and band, so he would run from football to band.
But they start in the summer, out there on the parking lot in the heat.
On the concrete, like marching.
Learning the routines, what dot books were there?
Yeah.
I had no idea what all that was. The competitions,
All day.
very cool. When they're incredible what some of these bands do, but they're all day long, and in the heat. And we were also those goofy parents that would sit in the parking lot and watch the practice. We'd go from band practice to football practice and back and forth and watch.
We loved our kids. We didn't want to miss a minute. But, and I see Lizette Gonzalez commented about our squirrels. And Lizette was a band mom too, and she was
Oh yeah.
she was one of those competition moms with us who,
In fact, her daughter's carrying on.
her daughter's a band director now in the Austin area. And our big thing on band competitions was water. We were the water parents.
Lemonade.
Lemonade
table.
no, yeah, we were the lemonade table. We got real good at filling up cups real fast.
Then when you get there early and we'd serve breakfast and
Yeah.
serve lunch
Lunch.
and it was
So anyway, if your kids
lot.
are younger, encourage band. Go band. Band's fun. If I had known, we would have encouraged our older ones to do it as well.
Yeah.
But our kids are best friends with their
Yeah.
band friends still.
He is still friends with his bandmates years later, and so many unforgettable moments. San Antonio, BOA, incredible. But they become more than just friends. It's like a band family.
Interesting thing about BOA, it's a huge competition from all over that comes to the Alamo Dome. Is that what
Yeah.
it's called? In San Antonio, and
Around Halloween every year.
And for 2 years in a row, once again, Lizette and I were sitting in the stands, and people threw up around us. Like, it's not a partying event. It's parents
got
watching
sick.
their kids. And
Nerves.
the
I don't
first
know.
year, a lady threw up, and we're like, oh, that's odd. And then the second year,
Yeah.
I'll be danged if it didn't happen again. So I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Evidently, it's hard on your belly in San Antonio. I don't know.
Before moving on, I want to plug another Facebook group I found. It's kind of depressing at times, but I like it too.
I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but
It's
depressing.
called Life After Teaching, Educator Options Beyond the Classroom. It offers advice to those leaving the field, and it's pretty eye-opening. There's some...
Some of it's very depressing, but some of it is very interesting.
Yeah. It shows you that, you know, there are jobs out there if you want to move on. But let's talk about something else interesting. Texas high school mascots.
Okay, my high school, we were the Yellow Jackets. They weren't yellow, they were orange, which was always kind of weird to me.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
thought about that.
Yeah, in fact, whenever it's still when the Sting is the Yellow Jacket mascot, and when people see him, they think it's a bee, and it's like, no, we're the Yellow Jackets, but all the kids think it's a bee.
Yep.
It's weird.
In Gladewater, we were the Bears, go Bears. But we also found some interesting ones, and hopefully I can do this. If not, this is going to be
An interesting thing about the Bears, though, like in Alvin, they have every school has their own mascot. In Gladewater, they do. What did they do? They do the Bear Cubs.
Yeah.
They're Cubs in elementary school, and then what? They move on up to where they're Bears in high school. And Darren's trying real hard because he has some cool pictures that he wants to show you, and he worked real hard doing this, and now he's on the struggle bus.
You
So
see anywhere?
I don't know where to even look because I didn't look. It's okay, just tell him. Okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, one weird mascot around here is while he's looking, because I have faith in his abilities. He found the Texas City Stingrays, which is right down the street from us. And a stingray seems like a silly mascot to me because the only thing I know about stingrays is that it killed the crocodile hunter, and who wants to be known for that? But Darren said that he's a really scary looking.
He's cool.
He's a cool looking buff stingray. He had a picture of him. Sorry, you're not going to get to see it because we're obviously technologically challenged.
I don't want to push too many.
He don't want to screw anything up. But anyway, trust us, the Texas City Stingrays. But one of my favorites is the Hutto Hippos, which is near Dallas. We got
Dallas.
Not Dallas, Austin.
Austin.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Our sons live in Austin area, so we have lots of pictures of us around the Hutto Hippos, and hippos are interesting. I did not know this about them. Tell them. Why are they the Hutto
They're
Hippos?
Hutto Hippos because in 1915 a circus train was coming through town, and it stopped for passengers and also to get some water for the train or something. And a hippo got out, and it got in one of the local creeks there by the railroad, and they had to shut down the railroad, and it took them a while to get it back going because the hippo liked it. So after that, they decided that they would be the hippos, and they would be the hippo capital of Texas, and there's hippos all over the town.
Like the thousands and thousands of hippo
Yeah.
statues all around town.
Yeah.
Some big, some small. People have them in their yard.
And also in Hutto is the Texas Cafe and Pie Shop, and I highly recommend it. It's good.
It's delicious. Good pies. Good pies.
So if we had this nice little slideshow, I'll
Darren
post
works
it
real
later,
hard.
and I'll figure out how to do it before next week.
Maybe.
But there's also the Frost Polar Bears, which is odd for Texas.
That's a
you know something from
mascot?
Frost?
No,
Yeah.
I've never even heard of
The
it.
polar bears. We did the stingrays. The Friscoes, they have the raccoons, but the raccoon looks more like a rabid honey badger than a raccoon.
But who would be scared of a raccoon? They like forage in the trash. That sounds rabyish to me. I'm sorry if you're from where? Frisco.
Itasca has the Wampus cats. I really thought this would be interesting, but it's just a cat costume. They
I
have
don't know what a wampus cat is.
I don't know either. They have a scary statue, which I have a picture of in the slideshow. What's this one, Mary?
the Progresso Red Ants. Like, you think if people are gonna do mascots, they would at least come up with like Red Ant.
What I
it's
like
gonna-
about their mascot, you know, is it's a big red ant, but he has on this jersey, and his jersey number is 69.
Okay, my husband. Okay.
I'm 12. Roscoe has the Roscoe Plowboys, and they're also Plowgirls. I couldn't find a picture of it, just the emblem that they use, and it's this guy with a plow. That's all it was. I don't know.
I guess they're doing their heritage. Maybe they're.
Yeah.
Is it a farmer? I have no idea. My favorite, one of my favorites, is the New Bronzeville Unicorns. Totally cool. If I taught at a school, the unicorns,
Yeah, they're nice.
the girls would be over the moon.
And I like
Guys, too.
the Poly High Parrots, and like New Braunfels, they have a male and female version, of
Which is kind of cool.
the unicorns and also the parrots, same way. Hereford has the Hereford White Faces, which is, I like it because that's the kind of cattle we had, Pole Herefords,
Oh,
and it's a mean looking little bull they got for a mascot.
who knew? There's also the Calhoun Sand Crabs.
And I looked it up, and it makes sense. They're at Port Lavaca, so they're
Oh.
right there
That makes sense.
down there. And but it's I don't know, it really doesn't look like a sand crab to me.
I don't know. I did not see it because I was going to be watching it the first time with y'all today, but failure.
Grandview has the zebras, and they have a sick-looking zebra as a mascot.
But I think zebras are mean, aren't they? Or is that
I don't know.
camels?
I always thought hippos were supposed to be mean, but the hippo mascot has lipstick.
No. Well, there you have it. Louisville has the Fighting Farmers. I want to see the farmers go against the Plowboys.
And he carries a pitchfork, which could be dangerous on the sideline, but yeah, that would be a good. I don't know if they're close to each other.
In Mesquite, they have the Skeeters.
Yeah, I don't like. Well, I do kind of like it. He has this long stinger nose. That's kind of neat.
But you swat them. Like, you want a mascot that doesn't give too many banners for the football team to run through. Yeah.
Oh, one
Skeeters
that,
is too
that
much.
we skipped that I really like also is Ball. In Galveston, Ball High has the Golden Tornadoes, and I really like it. It's just a regular body. It has a big tornado head, and it's cool. You'll see it.
Hmm?
You'll see it.
Well, Ball High, when I was a little girl, they ripped my jacket. It fell out of the stands when my brother was playing football.
Oh, that's
And I was
cool.
wearing a little jacket, and that when I think of Ball High, that's what I think about. Because I was a little bitty, and it fell beneath the stands, and me and my dad went to go get my jacket, and we,
Number of a story.
I cried. There was one arm of it in one trash can, and the rest of it was in another. I was heartbroken that someone would destroy my. It was green.
I'll buy
It
a
was-
new jacket.
Okay, no, I don't really want it. It was ugly.
Oh.
I mean, looking back, it was ugly. At the time, I thought it was a beautiful green jacket. Anyway, sorry, that's the
And
morning story.
winter, they have the Blizzards.
Oh, that's kind of cool that it's winter. Where's winter?
I don't know, but their mascot is kind of creepy looking. You'll have to see it. It'll be in the slideshow.
This would have been so good had y'all seen pictures.
You will. I promise you, one way or another.
Oh, and shout out to our good friends in San Saba.
Yeah.
They have the armadillos,
I
which
like theirs.
which is cool. But I think about armadillos always just being, playing dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a possum that plays dead.
Oh, you see a lot of dead
You
armadillos.
see them rolled up. Yeah, sorry. You see dead armadillos down here a lot. And in Lanier, wherever that is, where's Lanier? Oh, they have the Vaux.
The Vokes.
Vokes.
Lanier Vokes. And if
Which when Darren told me about this one last night, I was like, that doesn't even make sense. I don't know what that is. And then he explained what it
apparently
was.
It's a vocational high school. And they have two mascots, a male and a female, and they're like circles with little teeth going around, and they're gears. So they're on the sideline, and then they can link up, and it's we'll see.
It would have been really good. This is a failure today. I'm sorry.
But you gotta love the creativity and spirit behind these mascots.
Because no matter what, whether you're a Skeeter, an Armadillo, a Fighting Farmer, or a Blizzard, you're behind your team 100%, and
They add a whole
That's-
lot of fun and personality to the high school experience.
which kind of brings me to our football team lost bad last week. They probably lost again last night. I didn't look. And a player had to get on Facebook and talk about how adults need to respect what they're doing, and even if they lose,
Yeah.
the kids are trying.
In their high school,
it's
nobody goes
heartbreaking.
out there wanting to win, to lose. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to win.
It made me so sad because as teachers, we build our kids up, and to have members of the community tearing kids down because they lost a game. And in the grand scheme of things, no one's gonna care
Yep.
about that game in 2 weeks. Anyway, just my rant.
Yep.
But it's not all about band and mascots. Get your kids involved, which y'all know this. We're speaking to the choir. Get your kids involved in school activities. That's so important. I think it kept ours grounded and gave them a good foundation. And our kids are also friends with the friends they had in high school. They still meet up and go out.
Especially now that communication is such a struggle for these younger ones because of.
Not communication, face-to-face communication.
Well, that's true.
Like
They
they can text, all that. It's just conversating with people one-to-one.
Yeah, so
Not the best.
get them
It's a
involved.
struggle.
Not only that, it can keep them out of trouble. I know when I went to high school, I was really involved with ag and FFA. Still have fantastic memories.
He can recite the.
Well,
He won't do it today, but
No.
trust me, he can. He does
The
it
FFA creed.
for fun.
Yeah. You were in.
I was in
choir
choir,
church.
and I was real involved in church choir.
Yep.
That was.
So,
I was. It was fun.
but that's about it for today. What are we? 22 minutes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, this was not our best.
No.
We tried. We'll do better next
We're
week.
getting there.
but
hope
we
you
appreciate
enjoyed
for
it.
staying with us.
Remember, at 500 members, there'll be a $50 Amazon card giveaway.
Yay!
Again,
But you know what? We should have got poppers. Next week we'll have poppers.
for what? For when we say that?
When we say 50. Woo! Yeah.
Oh, there's.
It's a work in
I
progress.
forgot one mascot. It's not on here.
Why do you keep going back to the
Backing
mess?
up, because this one's important. It's my favorite one.
What?
The Little Mary Kettleheads. Okay, and is that it? That's almost it. We thank everybody for joining us. Until next time, take care. Keep spreading the love for education and educators. Take care of each other.
And y'all have a great week, and we'll see you next week. And if you are on fall break, enjoy it. If you're not,
Ball break.
enjoy it just as well. Make memories with your kids in the classroom and with your families as well. Remember to take care of yourself. Teaching's a hard thing. Relax, rejuvenate, and
And watch for the mascots. I promise you I'll get them on there somehow.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
take care. Bye.
Bye. And